Joining me now is Stephanie and Rashidi.
Yes.
Rashidi, Stephanie, how would you describe the way that you and your husband communicate?
Well, Steve, we've been together for 3 years now, married. We've been dating since 2011. And while we have almost identical personalities, we just communicate differently. It's like the opposite. I'm the type of person where I like to go in depth about something. I want to get to the root of the issue. My husband, he just likes to fix it, let's get it done, and let's move on.
That's a guy's MO.
Yeah.
We just want to fix it because we got something else to deal with tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a true statement you're making. Now, Rashidi, where do you think you guys are going wrong with this communication?
Me, I think it's more of a cultural difference. Like, I originally came from the Caribbean, and, you know, I'm in the military, so certain things are done differently. So I see it from this angle, she sees it from that angle, and it doesn't always match up.
Okay, we're going to take a look at some of the common phrases that you say to each other. Rashidi, let's start with you and some of the things that you say to Stephanie and how she hears them. Rashidi, you often say to Stephanie, Christmas and birthdays are money-making scams. I prefer to be spontaneous when it comes to giving gifts. I probably ain't gonna be able to help you with this one, dog. Here's what Stephanie hears when you say that. All the other women at work got presents. Where is mine? You clearly don't care about me that much.
I'm gonna just start with this. My birthday just happens to be, 6 days before Christmas. So that time of year is special to me anyway, And while I don't expect the world on a string, we got a kid, I get it. It's about the kids anyway. I still want to feel special, Steve.
Absolutely.
And...
Yeah. Okay, Rashidi.
Okay. I meant what I said, but it came out wrong. I essentially, like, obligated affection, I'm very against that. Like, when you
Obligated affection.
When you have to do it on these specific dates, it don't jive with me. I like to just show my love and affection whenever I can. Whenever I see, like, oh, I think she'd look great wearing that purse.
Hey, dog, Emma, let me stop you. How are you, Rashidi?
I'm 38.
Okay, man, let me stop you, because you've been stupid for a while. No, seriously. No, seriously. No, seriously, you have to stop this. You ain't gonna win this one.
Well, I'm not trying to win. Can you explain to me, please?
Go ahead.
What I can say in my husband's defense, what he does do is he's spontaneous. He's the type of person where, if he's out shopping, any given day, he's the just because
My
type
man,
of guy.
perfect.
That is lovely. I love it.
And I do give you birthday presents and Christmas presents and everything else. I just personally have issues with it, but I still do it.
See, stop saying that. Don't nobody give a damn about you personally having issues with that.
It's important.
I think, hey, Rashidi, I think what could be happening here is she kind of resents the giving it to her with the additional thought behind it.
There you go.
She just don't want to hear that it's an obligated affection. You have to give it to her without the added conversation. This just calls out, Because, man, you're obviously a good husband.
Yes, you are.
You're a really good man. I can see that. You're having a hard time. Like, I have a tough time explaining myself to Marjorie a lot of times because we are constantly, and we stop ourselves all the time by saying, okay, Steve, what did you say again? Let me tell you what I heard. And we call it the he said, she heard thing. And we do that all the time because she'll say something and I'll take it the wrong way. And we have to, whenever we get into an argument, I say, wait, okay, let's back up. What did you say? And let me tell you what I heard. I said this what I heard. She said, no, see, that ain't what I meant. And then we work through it because it happens a lot.
Yes, it does.
So
too much, actually.
You don't like obligated affection. That's cool. Can't verbalize it to her. Because when you give her something and then she hears this attachment to it, now it takes away a little bit. And that's not your intent, because you give her so much other stuff spontaneously. All right, let's go to the next one. Stephanie, you wrote a text message about this to your sister, but it didn't go as planned. What happened?
So I was at work, and I was kind of torn because I know he's spontaneous, and so I said, okay, should I feel bad that he didn't get me anything for my birthday or Christmas? And that was for my sister. Next thing you know, I see a response that says, elaborate. And I realize, oh my God, I sent it to my husband.
Oh, you sent it to him?
Directly to him.
Okay, so we have the text. Let's take a look at this exchange. Stephanie said, am I wrong for being pissed that my husband got me nothing for my birthday or Christmas? So it was a birthday and a Christmas you didn't get her nothing.
This is the only time it ever happened. Let's be clear on this.
That's true.
We're still recovering. We had some financial issues. We finally got everything back together again. We're starting to move
I
along.
got you.
So this year, I didn't have enough. I got a hair did for her, cost a couple $100, and I got some gifts for my son.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I didn't give gifts to nobody. I just didn't have the funds for it.
Okay, I got you.
So that's what went down this year.
Okay, I got you. So then you replied, elaborate.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you replied with, shaking my head, first of all, that was for my sister, and I apologize for the way that came out. I will admit that I was hoping you got something, even if it cost $5. For me, it's the thought, love. Rashid replied with, thank you for your mistake, bye.
Yeah.
Stephanie said, what do you mean? So when you typed, thank you for your mistake, bye, that was kind of like saying, okay, I appreciate you saying it was a mistake, but still don't erase what you said, bye.
Essentially.
Something like that, yeah. Because that's a funky text for your husband to get.
Yeah.
And then, like what he's explaining is, y'all hit a rough spot.
A few of them, yeah.
Right, and then you just wanted to have something.
Yeah, I know he's a good man, and I'm really glad that we did talk it out and we salvaged that moment because I'm not materialistic. I want him. You know, at the end of the day, we don't have to have nothing, you know.
We did have nothing at one point.
We really did.
He said we did have nothing at one point. And we ain't going back to that. Let's take a look at some of the things you say to Rashidi that he hears in a totally different way. Set this first one up for me.
So there was a period of time where Rashidi was unemployed, and I felt terrible because he didn't get fired, he got laid off. Right. You know, it's not his fault. But at the same time, I want to know, how's the job hunt going? And I know it's a sensitive subject, so I would try my best to be as,
Okay, so let's start. So here's what you said. How's the job hunt going? Here's what Rashidi hears when you say this. Stop judging me. You don't believe that I'm man enough to provide for this family? So you caught Rashidi on one of them days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This probably, I can already kind of tell. So this probably one of these days where he looking at himself in the mirror, man, he trying to pull it together. He know what he want to be and what he want to do. Yeah. And on that particular day, you hit him in one of them days where, man, he just up to here. Most men know that they're supposed to be providing for their family. If you don't get that, you missed a major lesson in manhood. I'm sorry.
That's what's up.
You know, you call me old-fashioned or whatever. Now, hard times can come on anybody. I can understand that.
Yeah, and I felt terrible because I actually didn't want to ask, but it's like I felt like we kind of I needed to know where we were at, you know, so I took a chance.
Right. But I understand that. All right, let's take a look at another one. This is about childcare. Stephanie set this up for us. Why all yours got to be set up?
See, what had happened was, all right, we have a 4-year-old boy. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I'm pretty sure it's all mothers. I just like to know that everything got done, because sometimes when you leave the kid with dad, sometimes things get overlooked. Sometimes. So I'll just ask a question, Steve. I'll be like, okay, did he brush his teeth? Did he do this? Just checking.
Okay, well, let's see. Okay, here's what you say. Did you brush Justin's teeth and make sure he's washed? This what Rashid hear when you say that. What kind of father you take me for? You don't think I can care for my own son? I think every man in here done said that. Every man in here, because we don't take care of the kids the way you do.
I know.
We don't.
It's more just to make sure, because sometimes it doesn't happen. So, not often though.
This is where I take from your page. It's the delivery. If you would have been like, hey, how are you guys doing? I'd be like, we're doing great. We did this, we did that, we did this.
You're right.
It'd have been easy. But you was like, did he do this? I'm like, what? I can't.
It's just a question.
But see, here's the deal, though. Can I tell y'all something? See, and he's talking about the timing. See, this is when you get accused of nagging.
Yeah.
Nagging is tone and timing. So, did you brush Justin's teeth? Is he washed? Look, how old is your son?
4.
He 4. If he don't brush his teeth today,
It's nothing.
4-year-olds really don't have bad breath. You know, you can taste a little tomato sauce on it or something, but 4-year-old breath, he ain't drinking Hennessy. He ain't got penicillin in his system. He 4. If he don't take a bath today, he 4. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Everything you're going through is God preparing you for what you asked for.
Amen. I believe it.
Everything.
I believe that.
So guess what? You want a bigger house? He gonna make you understand what the little house is like. So when you get the big house, you'll appreciate it.
That's so true.
You wanna make more money, you wanna see how it is to live good, he gonna let you be poor for a little while. So when you get the money, you're gonna work harder to stay there because you don't wanna go back to where you come from.
That's right.
It's all a process, man.
That's right.
We were talking about that this morning.
You all are going to be fine because you love each other. These are the growing pains of becoming a great couple. Sometimes you just gotta go through the process. Don't be discouraged, constantly communicate. Y'all can stay together with communication. You really can. Hey, I wanna thank both of you for being here today. Really, really nice, man. You're a good man, boy. You're a good man. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're gonna enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.